He still looks sharp, doesn't he? 46 years old. He's a multi-millionaire. He's in the Boxing Hall of Fame. He's a living legend. Everyone loves Manny Pacquiao. Why is he coming out of retirement? And why do so many other boxers think it's a good idea to come out of retirement and have a fight? Because let me tell you, it's not just the money. And on this video, I'm going to talk about that. Why are they doing this? Is it a good idea? The dangers of it. And also I'm going to talk about this fight that Manny Pacquiao is doing. Because it is not a fight like we've seen Jake Paul and Mike Tyson doing, where they're doing 8 2-minute rounds. Or it's not like one of these Floyd Mayweather fights where he is fighting someone who's unknown for an exhibition and getting millions and millions of dollars. If Manny was doing that, I'd be like, oh yeah, makes more sense than fighting a bloody world champion. No, this is different. He's doing a 12 3-minute round world title fight against a current world champion in Mario Barrios, who is only 29 years old and in his prime right now. Now, before I talk about why boxers think it's a good idea to come out of retirement and the dangers behind that, I want to talk about the first thing that goes when a boxer is getting old. Now, Manny Pacquiao retired 4 years ago. The last time he won a fight was in 2019. And when you have not been training consistently, like I know Manny hasn't, because he's running for Senate in the Philippines right now, what happens, and I know this myself, and if you don't know who I am, I had 106 fights in my career. I was an Olympic medalist boxer and also undefeated professional. By no means I was fighting these big fights like Manny Pacquiao does, but I know what it's like firsthand to retire from boxing and then come and train again and think that you've got it when you haven't. I know what the first thing that goes is. And when I retired, I was only 27 years old. And what happens is, you think, oh, look, I'm seeing these boxers, I can beat him. And then you go in the gym and you're like, oh yeah, you're training. But the first thing that goes in a boxer, do you know what it is? It's not the speed of the punches. It's not your footwork. It's not even your fitness. It's not even your punch power. That's what people say is your last thing that goes. It is your timing. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, when you've been boxing consistently for years and you're in front of someone and you can tell when they're going to throw a punch. You can see the little twitch in the arm or just the way they move. You see that punch coming, that split second, boom, you get out the way of it. You see it coming, boom, you get out the way of it. Well, you don't lose seeing that punch coming. You can always see the punch coming, but what you do lose is the ability to get out of the way of that punch. So you'll be in there and you're like, oh, you're going to throw the punch, boom, and you hit you with it. Where back 5 years ago, you would have got out of the way of that punch. Now, this is a worrying thing for Manny Pacquiao. And I just want to pull this up here as well, what I've just been reading about. Another big thing that happens with fighters when they age that people don't think about. Now, let me ask you this. With Manny, he's been out the ring for 4 years right now. Do you think that his punch resistance on his chin has stayed the same? Or do you think it has got better? Or do you think it's declined? Well, this is what happens when you age. And this is scientifically proven. As you age, your brain naturally shrinks and loses volume, especially the grey matter. This increases the amount of space between your brain and your skull, meaning when you get hit, the brain moves even more. And when that happens, it increases the risk of concussion and it decreases the ability of you to be able to absorb punches. Now, another thing that decreases as we get older, if you don't continuously train specifically, is our muscles get weaker. I think that's common sense. But what's the problem with this with Manny Pacquiao? Well, unless he's been doing his neck exercise training like you would do if you were a fighter, then your muscles on your neck will weaken. And the big problem with this is it's the strength in your neck that helps stabilize your head during impact. Weaker muscles mean your head's going to move more, which increases the damage of punches as well. Think about this. If your timing is off, there's more chance you're going to get hit. Now, when you're getting hit, there's more chance of a concussion and more damage that's going to be getting done from you. So this is why I am worried about Manny Pacquiao getting in there with this 29-year-old, even though this 29-year-old is no like superstar like Manny Pacquiao was. If this was 6 years ago, I would be like, yeah, it's a great fight for Manny. He's going to whoop him because Manny is a legend. What is he, like 8 division world champion, something like that? But the fact of the matter is, it is not 5, 6 years ago. It's now. He's 46 years old. Now, the reason why fighters are coming out of retirement, it's not for the money. Sometimes it might be for the money. But what happens when you are a fighter? Now, if you've ever fought in boxing, you'll know this. You'll agree with us straight away. There's no better feeling than winning a fight. And think about this. You've got someone like Manny Pacquiao, like a Mike Tyson, like a Roy Jones Jr. who come out of retirement as well, where you know, you're winning these fights, you're feeling on top of the world. It's like, I'm guessing, an ecstasy or heroin. I've never took drugs in my life. I don't recommend them. Don't take them. But it'll be that, like that big feeling there, and then you come down. But it's okay, because you know you're going to get that feeling again. You have another fight, boom, you're back up there, boom, you come down, you're there, boom. And you keep having these like fireworks exploding up, 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 up. Then all of a sudden, you're retired, and you know that you're no longer going to get that feeling. And this was the hardest thing for me. I actually went into a depression when I retired from boxing. I put on loads of weight. I was unhealthy. I was fat. I was drinking all the time. And a lot of fighters do this because we're not going to get that high again. What takes your mind off that high? Well, it was drinking and getting drunk. And luckily, I got myself out of that, and I actually done very well in life since then. But not getting that feeling of that high again is a tough thing for most fighters. And then they'll see these boxers and they're like, oh, I can beat him. And you get in the ring, and all of a sudden, you're like, oh yeah, I see his punch, bump, he hit you, and it's bloody sad, mate. Now let me ask this, do you agree with what I said in this video or not? I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below. And also, if you want to learn how to box, you should subscribe to my channel. I've got loads of great videos on here that can teach you exactly that.